After Caitlin Clark's injury, ticket prices have gone down 75%, which we knew would happen because if Caitlin's not there, we don't care.
Obviously, we've seen that Caitlin Clark is injured, so the get-in price for the Sky versus Fever game on June 7th was $86, literally 48 hours ago. Now it's down to $25 after it was announced that Caitlin Clark was injured. So this is a 71% drop in ticket prices just because of Caitlin Clark's injury alone.
Angel Reese just walked into an arena so empty you could hear a popcorn kernel hit the floor twice. No Caitlin Clark, no fans, no mercy. What was supposed to be a triumphant return turned into a ghost town tip-off. And when Queen Ree realized she wasn't the main event anymore, oh, it got messy. Real messy. Picture a Real Housewives reunion, but make it courtside. She went full meltdown mode. Side eyes, stomps, and a vibe so icy the concession stand started selling hot cocoa. The silence? Deafening. The energy? Awkward. And the reaction? You won't believe it. Instead of focusing up, Reese spiraled, clapping back at critics, posting like she was still at LSU, and acting like the lack of applause was some grand injustice. But let's be real, this wasn't a conspiracy. It was a reality check. No Caitlin, no spotlight. And Angel Reese? She's learning the hard way that in the pros, viral moments don't fill seats. Game does. Buckle up, because this silent stadium saga might be her loudest lesson yet.
And unfortunately, news broke that Caitlin Clark unfortunately has sustained a quad strain injury from the sound of it and is out for, it sounds like, at least 2 weeks. Justin, did you have some more info on that?
Yeah, 2 weeks that she's out with a quad strain injury. The Fever head coach, Stephanie White, this is a quote from her talking about this. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is a competitor and wants to play. Obviously, everyone wants to watch her play, but for me, it's about making sure we address this in a way that doesn't affect her long term.
Sounds totally reasonable. I think obviously she's instrumental to what that team does.
Angel Reese strutted into that empty arena like it was Madison Square Garden and she was headlining Beyoncé's world tour. Except there was no crowd, no buzz, and no Caitlin Clark. Just the sound of missed layups, squeaky sneakers, and one lone security guard probably checking his fantasy football lineup. Every clank off the rim echoed like a cry for help, and even the hoop looked like it wanted to file a restraining order. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark might actually be a demigod, drawing sold-out crowds, breaking records, and putting up highlight plays even while being double-teamed, shoved, and borderline tackled on the floor. But here's Angel headlining a game nobody watched, with fans more absent than her mid-range jumper, still claiming she's the reason people tune in. The numbers say otherwise. Clark brings in 1.3 million viewers for a preseason blowout, while Reese's debut game couldn't even wake up Twitter. And let's not even talk about the officiating. Caitlin's out here getting mugged like it's a pickup game in Gotham City, while Reese could swing a hammer and get called passionate. The truth is, this isn't a rivalry. It's a reality check. Reese may be trying to market herself as the league's main character, but the fans have already chosen the star, and it's Caitlin Clark, the woman turning WNBA courts into sold-out theaters. The league had a golden goose, and instead of protecting it, they're benching it. That's not just bad business. That's fumble of the year level self-sabotage. And while Reese spirals in empty arenas, flexing for ghost crowds, Clark keeps stacking W's, receipts, and respect, one no-look pass at a time. And oh, Caitlin Clark, no crowd, no electricity, no reason to care. Angel Reese may be loud, but the silence in that arena said everything. Once again, the WNBA is scratching its head, wondering why no one's tuning in, like someone just asked them to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark. Attendance is down. TV ratings are lukewarm unless Caitlin Clark is on the floor, and instead of looking in the mirror, the league blames misogyny, society, or maybe Mercury being in retrograde again. Meanwhile, the real issue is standing in the paint, throwing elbows like it's the UFC. Players like Angel Reese, Brittany Griner, and Dejounte Carrington are turning the hardwood into a wrestling mat, reckless aggression dressed up as passion. Fans don't want to watch basketball morph into Fight Club. They want skill, storylines, and finesse. Instead, they get mean mugs, cheap shots, and body slams disguised as box outs. Reese walks the court like someone who just got cut off in traffic, flexing after hard fouls, barking at refs, and treating opponents like Twitter beefs. Griner? She's been lionized since Russia, but let's be honest, her play often looks more like Godzilla than greatness, bulldozing over skill. Carrington plays defense like she's clearing a mosh pit. None of it is basketball. It's chaos. And then there's Caitlin Clark. No trash talk, no tantrums, no scowls, just crossovers, logo threes, court vision, and leadership. She brings joy to the game. Creativity. Intelligence. But instead of being protected, she's being targeted.
Mugged. Jumped. Hacked.
Tossed to the floor with zero whistles in sight. Meanwhile, if she so much as blinks too hard, it's a technical. The double standard is loud and proud. Reese can scream in a ref's face and walk away untouched. Clark gets hammered and gets blamed for existing. And still, she keeps showing up, hooping and delivering. She's not the problem. She's the solution. She's not just the face of the league. She's its life raft. You can feel it in the ratings. When she's not playing, ticket prices tank. Stadiums empty. The WNBA becomes invisible again. But when she's on the court, sellouts. Record-breaking viewership. Electricity. Excitement.
Growth.
And yet, the league chooses violence over value. They enable brawlers and punish brilliance. They protect chaos and ignore artistry. It's like hiring Beyoncé and turning off the mic. So don't act surprised when fans stop showing up. Don't ask why ticket prices nosedive. Don't wonder why every conversation starts and ends with Caitlin Clark. Because the truth is, fans don't want thuggery. They want greatness.
Joy.
Excellence. And until the league starts rewarding those things instead of suppressing them, the rest of the product will keep looking like a blooper reel disguised as a highlight tape. The WNBA doesn't need more drama. It needs basketball.